During the time of the Holocaust, Jews were forcefully abducted from their homes and thrown into crammed cars or trains with hundreds of other Jewish people. The Jews were being transported to the ghettos that they would be living in for the next few months or even years. The Jewish families in the cars or trains were scared to death and did not know what to expect. The German guards immediately led them to a small town surrounded by barbed wire. These towns were not suitable to sustain human life. The ghettos were the first step to the Nazis' plan to treat Jewish people as if they were not human. Once trapped inside, the Germans labeled the Jews with the Star of David and tattooed a number on their arms. The Germans would now only refer to the Jews as the number that they had tattooed on their arm. Families in the ghetto were only given one loaf of bread to last them an entire week, but most families would finish the loaf within 2 days. With the Jewish people in the ghetto starving, they desperately looked for any scraps of food or money on the street that they could use to buy food with. Rarely there were holes in the fences surrounding the ghettos. Jews would sneak out of them and dress themselves up to fit in with the people of the surrounding town. Jews did this to get more food. After they were done trying to get more food, they came back to the ghettos because if the Germans noticed they were gone, they would have to face a death penalty. In the ghettos, many people died from freezing to death, starvation, or illness. Illnesses spread rapidly in the ghetto because it was such a small, crowded, dirty place. There were also no doctors to help with those who needed it the most. With hundreds of deaths occurring every day, many children were left orphaned. This led to older siblings having to take care of the younger children in their family and trying to fulfill the role of their recently deceased parents. Not being able to take this confinement anymore, Jews tried to escape this inhumane place. Most would not succeed because German guards were watching them, but if they were lucky, they might be able to outrun them. If you weren't so lucky, you would be sentenced to death. The worst was yet to come. Eventually, the Germans would come to take the unfit to work to the concentration camps to slowly exterminate most of the Jewish population.